So good morning, guys. How are you doing on this beautiful freezing Ohio day?
Good morning.
So it looks like we're gonna get a storm. Don't know exactly how much yet. Everybody's all over the place taking wild guesses, so I'll take my wild guess. I'll say we're gonna get 2 to 4 inches. But it is gonna be cold, and that's guaranteed it's gonna be cold. They're saying negative 15 here it could get down to. A lot of places are gonna be really, really cold as well. But yeah, we'll be keeping everybody in their thoughts and prayers. Make sure you guys take precautions just in case. They're saying there could be rolling blackouts. Once again, you know, power grid's doing really good. Let's all go to battery and electric once again. But anyways, the plow is sitting a little too low. So we got it up on these boards here just to keep it off the ground, keep it out of the weather as much as possible. So what we need to do is get it raised up a little bit so it hooks into our mount. So get you guys a little shot here. What I'm gonna try to do, it is frozen. I'm gonna try to do what we normally do here. Come on, real slow. Keep coming, come on. All right. So this is the 8.2 that was on the 16. Plow's 5 years old now, I think. Been a good plow though with maintenance, so. Trying to get this pin to go in, guys. One down, one to go. And believe it or not, it's actually supposed to get up today, later today, into the mid 40s. So all the snow that you're seeing will be gone. And then, yeah, it's supposed to turn to rain eventually this week, and then back to snow, and then freezing cold. Who knows? It's Ohio. I know a lot of you guys are gonna go through the same exact thing. Patience, keep yourself fed, hydrated, and don't be afraid to take breaks. I've been plowing a long time, and there's a lot of guys that have been plowing a lot longer. But you new guys and gals coming into this thing, you got to know when to cut it off and take a break. The snow will still be there when you get done. Now, I'm not saying don't go hard. We're gonna go hard if it comes. Our minimum will probably be a day, and then we'll take a break. And just getting out of the truck a lot of times is good enough to re-energize the body. All right, you gotta go towards your side just about 1.5 inches. All right, hold on. So to go down the driveway, this plow, the 9.2, has to be out, or it likes to hit a little bit on the driveway. It's a heavier plow. Great plow though. All right, I gotta get the UTV put back in the shed, lock it up, throw away the key. All right, first time the 8.2 plow has been on the new 22, the extended cab. Just looking at it because my 16 that we had, the one with the green logo on it, That truck was higher. It had 35s on it, had the lift kit on it, or leveling kit, whatever you want to call it. But with this one, I can tell my lights are angled down a bit. So I'm gonna have to do an adjustment on these once it gets dark tonight. So it's kind of hard to see during the day, even though I could pull them up against the garage, I guess. So I guess we'll see what we get into after we get done up here. All right, guys, so getting prepared for whatever we get. Believe it or not, this place just opened up this year, and we just actually found out it's called DL Supply here in Ossenburg Township, East Canton, Ohio. They just started selling bulk salt, so kind of in our route. Gonna work out well. You got it, TQ?
Yep, I got it.
You got it? Anyways, we're gonna use them for the first time. I guess I'll give you guys some feedback on how it goes. But we're gonna get salt here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and walk in. All right, but anyways, you can see it right there, stored in a dry spot, covered up. And yeah, they said they'll show up and they'll get us loaded. So DL Supply, it's right here in downtown. They also have bag salt as well. I don't know the prices of that. If you happen to come here, you'll just pull around the side here and they'll get you loaded up. They got big buckets and small buckets, but get you taken care of. You just got to go inside, take care of everything first. Salt looks pretty dry. It looks like a good salt, so hasn't been sitting on a cargo ship in the middle of the ocean for a couple years. I'm actually going to ask them what mine they use. Yeah, it looks clean. So I wanted to climb up here real quick. I typically wouldn't do that at this point. I would let them just go ahead and completely fill it up and then get up here and smooth it out. But I wanted to feel how wet it was with my hands. And to be honest with you, it's super dry, so that's great. Really, that comes down to compaction. You know, if you can imagine mud when it's wet compared to, you know, dirt when it's dry, you know, it's a whole different consistency. And it can actually plug up your system here, your auger or pennel, whatever you have. And that's not good. You don't want to be trying to unclog one of these once it gets plugged up. All right, guys, got paid. So I paid, sorry. Anyways, right there's the number. You guys want to call them? I'm sure they won't mind some advertising, so I'm gonna put it out there. Really good guys here, downtown East Canton, Hattiesburg. Get you loaded up. I'm not gonna put their pricing out there because we are getting contractor pricing, and I don't know if everybody will qualify for that, but I will say very competitive with everybody else in the area. Call in, talk to Dan that's here, any of the other folks that are here, and they'll let you know and get you squared away with how they're gonna do things. So, you know, the salt looks clean. I'm okay with that, right?
Yeah.
We need to grab a few more things. I'm trying to remember. I got so much going through my mind right now. Like, we got to get, we need more fluid film. We need washer fluid. I'll bring that all back to you guys here in 1 second. But de-icer, we got the keys.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll come back in 1 second. Simply, it's going to start raining anytime. And we don't want our salt to be exposed because that'll be all kinds of bad. Don't mind our mess over here. It's from the office. Six feet. 5, 4. One more. Keep coming. Keep coming. Okay. Snug like a bug. Great job, babe.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so this got back from the auto store. Ugh, baby. Got the necessities. So, de-icer for each truck. That one's yours, TQ.
Thank you.
Fluid film for your truck. That one's for you, too.
Okay, thank you.
Just messing with you. And we needed some more dielectric grease, so went ahead and picked up another one of those as well. And then just bought a case of the de-icer. So some of you might be wondering, this is just the washer fluid that you typically put in your trucks. So what we're going to be doing, I know some of you had concerns, and we had some of the same concerns about the multi-force out at the commercial property. Whenever we're done with the big storm, it's going to be covered in slush and ice and everything. We're going to be taking that back into the building. Inevitably, there's going to be some. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to put de-icer. This stuff's good, I think, till 15 below or so. Minus 30, sorry, 30 below. So what we're actually going to do is put this into a pump sprayer, keep it in the trucks. And then whenever we're done after a storm, we're going to cover the whole entire multi-force in this, get all that slush off that we need to, maybe even take a little blower with us or a broom, get it cleaned off as much as possible, and then store the machine back for the next round. Cheap, affordable, $3. I figure we'll probably use a half a gallon at a time. So right here, this should get us through 4 bottles of it. I'd say at least 5 to 6 good storms if we get them. But starting to rain, salt's away. Let's get the rest done. Continuing on here, getting our prep done. We're almost done. We're almost done. We're trying to prepare for everything, even though things will pop up that will hinder us, but we'll get through it. That can just stay here. Don't need to be in the truck.
Okay.
We'll freehand any plowing or anything. So I know a bunch of you were asking me about how I was going to mount the light up here, the strobe light. This is the newer 22. Because I want to be able to remove it so we can run this truck through the car wash as much as possible. So what I'm going to actually do, it has the rubber feet already on the bottom. I just need a little bit, babe. Let me see here. And with the aluminum bodies, which Ford, come on, you guys know you have the #1 work truck, okay? Why aren't you putting a steel piece underneath the aluminum cab here, just on the inside? Glue it to the roof so the magnetic lights will still work. Okay, come on, guys, let's use our brains. I know you guys are smart. It'd be a really great feature on the aluminum body trucks to make this a lot easier. We don't have to buy $1,000 or $600 mounts, any of that extra junk. So, anyways, back to what we're doing here. I am going to ratchet strap, boom, this baby right to the top. And I know some of you are like, hey, be real careful with the ends here rubbing on your paint. So what I did is I got some old noodle pipe covers for in the basement, and we're going to basically put those there, and that'll stop hopefully that from happening. I'll keep an eye on it after the first storm. Anyways, enough talking, TQ. Let's see how this goes. I'm hoping we can get away with just one. I'll need that door open as well. I might be able to reach it actually. Knock myself in the head.
Good?
I think so. So you might have to go in there real quick, honey.
I got a lot of slack in here.
It's okay. I'm just gonna hook it here for now. It's real light. Put the hook inside of there as well, guys. Might even run the cable in here as well. So it's in between the rubber. Only thing I might do is I might put some tape on that there. Anything, I might just strap that one down in there too and just let it hang in there. Push that in there for me, please. So it's not flapping in the wind. Neighbor's putting on his plow. See if we can get her down enough.
It's pretty tight in here.
Yeah, I gotta loosen it back up real quick. This one over here moved. So if you're doing this, guys, hold down on your foam because they like to pull up towards the top. How's that feel over there?
It's really tight.
All right, so we got this strapped down, and I know some of you are probably going to say, oh man, it could probably wiggle itself out of there, you know, whatever. I would think it would stay here just the way we have it, but I'm going to make one more safety precaution that we can take off and on if we want to run it through the car wash, and it only costs us a few cents. Take a big old zip tie here, and what I'm going to actually do is zip tie it down, okay? And that right there now will hold us completely together here. So a little cheap option here. I'll snip this off just so it doesn't look goofy, but now it's at least to the ratchet strap to the truck, and it's an option that you can have if you don't have that third light mount, or if you want to be like me, be able to remove this and run the truck through the car wash to keep it really clean. So yeah,
We're ready.
yep,
Bring it on.
whatever's coming our way, we're gonna take care of. Even did some preparations for the house here if we happen to lose electric, happen to lose water. Just a few things we got. Extra propane tanks. We already had one Mr. Buddy heater. We had another couple other different style heaters, and then we actually went to the property and picked up the other one from the property that I'm going to try here in 1 second to see if that one out of the camper actually works. So we have two Mr. Buddy heaters.
That's right.
And a bunch of extra little propane tanks. Also, we can use the propane tanks off the grills if needed. We got the hand pump for water. If the electric happens to go out, we can stick a hose down in there and hand pump it. If you guys seen those with the red bulbs on top of them, you can get water up out of your well because you'll lose electric there. Also, I shared on Instagram as well yesterday. Hey, if you happen to not have heat, guys, get into the smallest house, corner yourselves in there, use your mattresses, every single thing that you possibly can. As many blankets, pillows, you're surviving at this point, okay? You take the food and water into that room you need, your whole entire family. If you have a tent, put a tent into a small room as well, and just bundle up and ride it out.
I will say our house is not a shortage of blankets.
Right.
Our kids alone have probably 20 each.
Yeah.
So.
And not just, if you don't have 50 blankets, layer up with as many clothing pieces you have, okay? This isn't a fashion contest. This is a survival contest,
Yes.
okay? And you might be cold, but you won't freeze to death at least. So you guys will all be in our thoughts and prayers. It's just now starting to hit us. It's raining, which it was supposed to rain all day. But yeah, let's ride this baby out together, and we'll all get through it together. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. As always,
Keep mowing.
keep growing.
Keep making money, boys.
We'll talk to you later.
Peek you out.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.